Good morning. Welcome to your 10 a.m. daily weather briefing. Mostly cloudy skies out there this morning. We do have a few showers off to our west. We'll see if they can hold it together as they move towards our area. Otherwise, very nice and mild conditions out there with temperatures right now sitting in the upper 60s, and we'll probably see them get into the mid 70s as we go throughout the day today. Are some breezy conditions out there. Have winds about 10 to 15 miles per hour with some gusts up in the 20s at the moment. We will be dancing just below that wind advisory threshold, but there is a slight chance we do see a wind advisory as we go throughout the day. If we take a look at the current surface map, we see some of that activity off to the west has actually moved a bit closer since this map was generated. We'll have some energy moving through the area, and the boundary will be kind of lingering in our area, probably keeping things fairly cloudy as we go throughout the next couple of days before we get to our next real weather maker, which will move into the area on our Thursday. Looking at the upper level winds from this morning's balloon sounding, we have a fairly uniform column with winds out of the west all the way up through the column for the most part, with uh, wind speeds around 35 knots, around 1,000 feet, and kind of staying in the 30s up until about 20,000 to 25,000 feet, where we see winds about 40 to 48 knots, and the freezing level is at 9,500 feet. If we look at the current radar, just to take a look at those showers, again, just off to our west, they seem to be holding together, so we could see a light shower or sprinkle here in the coming hour, but should be fairly light and nothing too significant and quick passing as we go through the next hour if it holds together. Looking at the current satellite imagery, we do have plenty of clouds in the area with those showers and otherwise energy moving through the area. We could see a break as we get into the late afternoon hours in the clouds, but expecting those clouds to build back in as we go into the overnight hours. We can see kind of those slightly breezy conditions throughout the region on here as well. Looking at the short-term high-resolution model, this is the HER 3-kilometer model. As we go throughout the day today, again, this model is showing some break in that cloud cover as we go into the early evening, and then we see those clouds start to build back in as we get into the morning hours of Wednesday. Wednesday expecting a mostly cloudy day, again with some, again, slightly breezy conditions. And those clouds will stick around through the evening Wednesday night and into Thursday ahead of the next front that will be moving through our area Thursday afternoon into the evening. Zooming out and taking a look at the longer term model, that is that boundary that will be approaching us Thursday, and that will move into the area Thursday, bring us some chance of some showers starting in the late afternoon and increasing as we go into the overnight hours, with also a chance of seeing some lightning and thunderstorms in the area as we go into the afternoon, early evening. And that will move out of here during the morning hours of Friday, and things will start to clear up behind that front as we see some high pressure build in. And so fairly nice day for our Friday with some decreasing clouds as we go throughout the day. And then as we get into Saturday, there is some indication we'll see another little boundary moving into the area Saturday evening, bringing us a slight chance of seeing maybe a few light showers overnight Saturday night into Sunday morning. And then that will break out again, clearing things out for the most part on Sunday, and then another round of some active weather comes in for our Monday into Monday evening and to begin our week next week. But that is quite a few days out, and we'll see how that comes together and develops. Otherwise, if we take a look at the 24-hour weather risk chart for today, we do have some yellow across the board for that wind advisory again, because we'll be dancing just below that 25 knot threshold, expecting up to about 23 gusts up to 23 knots, but cannot rule out a getting maybe just above that. Otherwise, temperatures very nice and warm as we go throughout the day today, expecting a high of 74, so we'll see temperatures in the low to mid 70s today. And it won't drop too much as we go into the evening, but those winds will drop off a bit and become a little bit more onshore. That will help to cool things down a little bit, but only getting to about 56 degrees expected for our low as we get into the morning hours tomorrow. As we are looking at tomorrow's forecast, we will have again another mostly cloudy day and slightly breezy. And we'll see those gusts pick up a bit as we get into the afternoon, but not really expecting them to get to the wind advisory level. Another warm day, likely the warmest day of the week, with a high of 77. As we get into the evening hours on Wednesday, again mostly cloudy, and that breeze will stick around. And as we get into the early morning hours of Thursday, we're expecting those winds to start picking up ahead of the next boundary, and we could see gusts 25 to 30 knots, more likely lower in the early morning hours. But then as we get into Thursday, we could see some gusts up to 25 to 30 knots. So we do have that yellow for Wednesday evening for the wind advisory, and then orange for our Thursday. And again, we are expecting some rain showers as we get into the afternoon and evening hours of Thursday. And we do have a chance of seeing some thunderstorms in the area beginning in the late afternoon. So we do have that orange risk for precip, yellow risk for lightning, and a yellow list for those low ceilings and visibilities with those showers and thunderstorms in the area. But another rather warm day with a high in the mid 70s, a high of about 76. If we look into the extended forecast, again Friday we should see some clearing. Those clouds will start to clear out of here, and should see a fairly nice day, pretty seasonable with a high of 65. And as we get into the evening hours, we'll see a low of 50, and we could see some clouds start to build in again ahead of that, what might be another boundary system moving through during the Saturday afternoon into evening hours. So Saturday we'll probably see mostly cloudy day, be on a slightly breezy, and we'll see a very slight chance of that PM rain, given it about 15% chance at the moment, but with a high of 69, so a fairly mild day as well. Things will cool off a bit as we get into Saturday evening with a low of 46, and as we get into Sunday, things will become much more seasonable, with mostly to partly cloudy, slightly breezy conditions for us. Our Sunday with a high of 61, and into Sunday evening we'll see a low in the mid to low 40s, around 44. Monday again we'll have that next disturbance moving into the beginning of next week. Got about a 20% chance of rain for Monday at the moment. We'll have to see how things come together as we get closer to that event. But otherwise, mostly cloudy, expecting a high of 57 degrees. Well, that will wrap up our 10 a.m. daily weather briefing. We'll be back again tomorrow at 8:15 and 10 a.m. Otherwise, enjoy the rest of your day.